Sarah was 29, working as a nurse, and had finally started investing. But every time she opened a financial news app, she saw headlines like GDP contracts, CPI surges, Fed signals rate hike, and she had no idea what any of it meant for her money. So she did something smart. She learned to read economic indicators the same way a doctor reads a patient's vitals. Today, we're going to teach you exactly what Sarah learned. By the end of this video, you'll know which numbers actually matter, what they mean, and how to use them to make smarter decisions about your financial future. Think of economic indicators like a dashboard on your car. Some lights warn you before something goes wrong. Those are leading indicators. Some confirm the engine already overheated. Those are lagging indicators. And some just show you exactly what's happening right now, coincidental indicators. Sarah's first aha moment was realizing these numbers aren't just for economists on TV. They directly influence interest rates on her mortgage, returns in her 401k, and even job security in her field. There are dozens of indicators out there, but today we're focusing on the 4 that matter most for everyday Americans: GDP, CPI, the unemployment rate, and the federal funds rate. GDP, gross domestic product, is the total value of everything produced in the U.S. economy. Goods, services, all of it. When GDP is growing, businesses are expanding, hiring is up, and markets tend to rise. When it shrinks for 2 consecutive quarters, that's officially a recession. Sarah's portfolio dropped 18% during the 2022 slowdown, and she panicked. But once she understood that GDP had been contracting, she realized this wasn't random. It was the economy sending a signal. According to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, healthy long-run U.S. GDP growth historically runs around 2 to 3% per year. Below that, watch out. Above that, things are humming. Here's the actual GDP growth data. Notice the dramatic drop in 2020. That was COVID. The sharp rebound in 2021 was the recovery. Then watch what happened in 2022. Growth slowed sharply as the Fed raised rates aggressively to fight inflation. This is exactly the chart Sarah printed out and taped to her wall. She used it to understand why her index funds dipped, and more importantly, why she shouldn't have sold. GDP trends move slowly, but they paint the broadest possible picture of where the economy is heading. CPI, the Consumer Price Index, measures how much prices are changing for a basket of everyday goods: groceries, rent, gas, healthcare. The Federal Reserve targets 2% annual inflation as the sweet spot, enough to keep the economy moving, not so much that your dollars lose value fast. Sarah noticed something disturbing in 2022. Her grocery bills were up nearly 10%, but her savings account was earning under 1%. That gap? That's what high inflation does. It quietly steals purchasing power. When CPI runs hot, the Fed raises interest rates to cool things down, which tends to slow the stock market. Understanding CPI helped Sarah make sense of why her portfolio was struggling. This is the CPI chart that changed how Sarah thought about her money. See that spike in 2021 and 2022? That's inflation hitting levels not seen since the early 1980s, peaking above 9% in mid-2022. For context, at 9% inflation, prices double roughly every 8 years. Sarah realized that keeping too much cash in a low-yield savings account was actually costing her money in real terms. The good news, by late 2023 and into 2024, inflation had cooled significantly back toward the Fed's 2% target, which began to give investors more confidence. Watching CPI trends gives you a real-time window into Fed policy, and Fed policy moves markets. The unemployment rate tells us what percentage of working-age Americans who want a job can't find one. Below 4% is generally considered a healthy, tight labor market. When unemployment spikes, like it did to nearly 15% in April 2020, it signals serious economic distress. But here's the catch Sarah learned. Unemployment is a lagging indicator. By the time it rises sharply, the economy has often already slipped. So it's more useful for confirming a recession than predicting one. Still, a sustained low unemployment rate tends to signal a strong consumer economy, and consumer spending drives about 70% of U.S. GDP, so this one feeds directly back to our first indicator. 70%. That's the share of total U.S. economic output driven by everyday Americans buying things. Groceries, cars, streaming services, medical care, you name it. This is why unemployment matters so much. When people lose jobs, they stop spending. When spending drops, GDP falls. When GDP falls, corporate earnings shrink and stock prices follow. Sarah saw this chain reaction clearly for the first time. It wasn't abstract economics anymore. It was her neighbors, her coworkers, and herself, all connected in one giant economic web. Understanding this made her a calmer, more informed investor. The federal funds rate is arguably the single most watched number in the financial world. It's the interest rate the Federal Reserve sets for banks to lend to each other overnight, and it ripples through every loan, mortgage, credit card, and bond yield in America. When the Fed raises rates, borrowing gets expensive, businesses pull back, and growth slows, but inflation cools. When the Fed cuts rates, money flows more freely, markets often rally, and the economy heats up. After Sarah learned this, she understood why markets spiked in late 2023 when the Fed hinted at rate cuts. The Fed doesn't directly control your mortgage rate, but it absolutely influences it. This is for educational purposes only, but knowing this cycle gives you a massive advantage. Here's the federal funds rate over the past several years, and this chart tells a powerful story. Near-zero rates from 2020 to early 2022 fueled a massive market boom. Then the Fed launched the most aggressive rate hiking campaign in 4 decades, pushing rates from near zero to over 5%. This is exactly why bonds, growth stocks, and real estate all got hit hard in 2022. Sarah watched this chart and finally understood why her index fund lost value, not because the companies she owned were failing, but because the cost of money itself had surged. As rates stabilized and began easing in 2024, investor confidence started returning. The Fed funds rate is the lever that moves almost everything else. Here's where Sarah pulled it all together. She stopped reacting to individual headlines and started watching the pattern. GDP slowing, CPI rising, unemployment ticking up, Fed hiking rates. That's a tightening cycle, and it usually pressures stocks, especially growth names. Conversely, GDP stabilizing, inflation cooling, jobs holding steady, and the Fed pausing. That's a recovery setup that historically favors equities. No single indicator tells the whole story. Think of them like puzzle pieces. The more you see fitting together, the clearer the economic picture becomes. Sarah didn't need to predict the future. She just needed to understand the present well enough to stay calm and stay invested. That's the real edge.
Today, Sarah checks these 4 indicators monthly. It takes her about 15 minutes. She no longer panics at scary headlines because she understands what the data is actually saying. She stayed invested through the 2022 downturn, kept adding to her 401k, and watched her portfolio recover as conditions improved. You now have the same knowledge she built over months, in under 10 minutes. GDP, CPI, unemployment, and the federal funds rate. These 4 numbers form the backbone of economic literacy. Watch their trends, understand the cycle, and you'll be a far more informed and confident investor. All investments carry risk, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results. But knowledge, that's always an edge. If this helped you, hit subscribe for more weekly breakdowns from US Wealth Logic.
Everything in this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Please consult a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance does not guarantee future results, and all investments